Hello, welcome in our geography session for 12th standard by Deshmukh ma'am. We discuss about chapter 2nd, population part 2. In this chapter we already discuss about age structure. Almost the population composition is there, which is developed through the age structure, sex ratio. Then after sex ratio there is one important point, that is demographic dividend. Demographic dividend, first of all, what is mean by dividend? Dividend is a commerce terms related with the commerce. The almost this dividend is a type of reward that is distributed among the shareholders. This concept is related with any industry and any economical unit where there is a shareholders and the distribution of a profit among that shareholders in a same part. So this division of a profit or surplus received is known as a dividend. Now this is also related with the demographic dividend. So the about the population, the economy and population, this term is related in our chapter. So demographic dividend is economical benefit for increase of a country due to change in a percentage of working population. The working population is responsible for the development of economy of a country, of a region. We can divide the population in two types. One is a working population and second is a non-working population. Almost children and old people are included in a non-working population, and young and adults are included in a working population. If a proportion of a working population is high in a region, in a country, at that time the economy of that country is very good and high demographic dividend is there. But working population is very less than non-working population. If the proportion of children and old people is higher in a economy, in any country, at that time the demographic dividend of that country is less. This is the ratio of working and non-working population is also known as a demographic dividend. In this term, the birth rate, death rate, life expectancy are also affecting on a demographic dividend, because the proportion of children is totally depend on a birth rate and proportion of old people is depend on a death rate, as well as life expectancy is also important for the working capacity of people in that area. If a high life expectancy, then the working capacity of people is also high and they can do a work for a number of the maximum year. It is also more than 65 and above, more than 65 or 70 also. Japan is also very important country related with the demographic dividend. The life expectancy of Japan is also high. Almost the developed countries, the life expectancy rate is high, and it is effect on the demographic dividend because that population is considered as a working population. So demographic dividend, here is one chart related with the India demographic dividend. The chart shows the working and non-working population and its ratio. There is the percentage of working population in a third column, and first column with the decades, the time or the years, and these numbers related with that decades. In a 2001 to 10, the working or non-working ratio is 1.33 is to 1, and working percentage of working population at that time, that is only 57.1 population is working population. This ratio is a change in 2011-20. It is increases 1.53 is to 1, and 60.5 is a percentage of working population. 60.5% people are a working population in a total population. Out of the total population, only 39.5% population is a non-working population. 2021 to 30, this ratio is increased very largely. 1.81 is to 1. So near about 2% is working and 1 is non-working. For example, we can also take this example related with our family. If in your family there are the two persons in your family which are they are also engaged with their jobs and economical activities, then the 2 is a ratio of working population. And if there are the 2 childs or one child and one old anyone old is there in your houses, then that ratio is considered 2 is to 2. If a 3 non-working population is there, for example your grandpa, granny and you, and your mother and father both are considered as a working population, at that time the ratio is 2 is to 3. So if a ratio is good, the working population is higher than a non-working population, at that time the economy of that country, of that house is also good. In 2031-40, the 1.72 population is to 1. So in a 2031-40, 31 to 40, this ratio is reduced by very minor point, but it is reduced. It is only because of the proportion scenario of a country should be changed after 2030. That's why the working and non-working population is also changed. There are some questions related with this chart also. What does the table shows? Now this table shows a demographic dividend of India. Second, what is the relationship between second and third column? Second column shows a ratio of working non-working population, and third shows a percentage of working population. How will this relationship affect the economy of India? This relationship is directly affect on the economy of India, because when the proportion of a working population is less, then the economy is also less developed. When the working population is high, then economy should be rise and develop in that region. Then what will happen if the ratio decrease over the years? If a working non-working ratio is decreased, then the percentage of working population is also decreased, and it is also responsible for the reduce the ratio of economic development of that country. There is also a change in the age structure of the country. Almost this ratio is depend on the population, and that's why the birth rate and death rate, and that's why the age structure is always change in a country. the India now in a third stage of demographic transition model. That's why the high proportion of young and youth is there. Adult and young population is higher than children and old population. That's why in India the working non-working ratio is very good. 1.81 working population is there and 1 is non-working population is there. So in this way we can say this demographic dividends on whether the government implements the right policies in the areas such as education, health, research, etc. It depends on the levels of schooling, employment, frequency of child laboring, economic policies, and on tax as well as health programs, pension and retirement policies. These all factors are affecting on the demographic dividend. Government policies are also important in the demographic dividend. Okay, in this way we can cover this point. Next we discuss in next video we discuss retirement age of different countries and their effect on the population and economy. Okay, thank you.